Hi everybody, it's Karen again and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for finding me today, and I hope you enjoy what you see. Love you to subscribe. You might actually get a bit of a laugh. Today I'm wearing So Willow yoga pant, which is a laugh in itself. I had an idea I was going to do yoga, not in this to be fair, but yeah. I've done a little video and I'll try and pop it in, but I'm not promising. But that's quite hilarious just to watch that. I do actually manage to get my leg up onto the kitchen bench. Yeah, feeling it a bit now though. I'm sorry I haven't been on for such a long time. I've just had a really busy couple of weeks. Is it a couple of weeks? Is it 3 weeks? I've had my son to stay with his girlfriend. I've got them coming again this weekend, to be honest, and my sister's coming up this weekend, so this is why I'm doing it today. It's Wednesday. I'm not leaving it till Friday to do a video on the weekend because I know I just won't. I'm taking the opportunity while my husband's out to get some filming done, so there's no background noise, no television, etc. So what I want to tell you about is loads and loads of stuff, to be honest, but I might have to split this into 2 vlogs. I'm not going to get it all said now. But I wanted to show you my Orono top, which is by Itch to Stitch, which I did get finished and I absolutely love it. I'll just bring Warvira over, 1 second. There we go. It's, oh no, that's angle's not very good, is it? There, you can sort of see it there better. So there's pockets on the side, and it is this sort of tulip bottom and pockets there. The sleeves are just hemmed, finished off like that, and a little bit of a, this collar is actually quite deep. When I first put it on, I had it sort of stood all the way up, and that's lovely for me because I do like a cozy neck. Since I had my hair cut short, I like to be cozy, and all the way through the winter I felt like I could have worn a scarf in the house. So that's really, really nice, but I've got it turned down to sort of for the purposes of this video, just to show you. But it is in this lovely sort of stretchy material, and I got it from Beyond the Pink Door. One of my subscribers did actually say, yes, you did get it from Beyond the Pink Door, because I couldn't remember if I'd got it from there, and I mentioned that the last time I said I was going to make it. And it's oh, I just love it. It's lovely to work with. It's a bit like a double gauze. It is like spongy like a double gauze, and it does have like 2 layers to it, and it didn't fray at all. But the usual cock up, the usual Karenism did happen. The pockets. Following the pattern was great, as it was the last Itch to Stitch pattern I did. The pattern was great, and it said what to do with it. Cut 2 pockets. So I was about to start with the pockets and sew the pockets on, and I thought, no, you need a pocket back, you need 2, I think I've cut the wrong one. And then when I read it again and it said cut 2, I thought, yeah, so I need 4. I mean, why did I think? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I cut another 2 pockets out. Probably a good job that I did actually cut those pockets out in the end, because by this time I'd sewed 1 pocket to the you sew them into the side lining, and you actually baste where the pocket opening is. So you baste that shut, which I did on my machine, and the thread that I used was such a good match. I mean, look at this. Come here, Vera. Shuffle forward, love. There. I mean, can you see that thread? No. Yeah, the thread was such a good match that when I realised what I thought I'd done wrong when I'd stitched one pocket piece in, I had to unpick it, and then I had to unpick my basting and my locking stitches at the top and bottom of the pocket hole, and unpick all the zigzag stitches that I'd done, because it's obviously a jersey, stretch jersey. What a mess I made of the pocket. What an absolute mess I made of it. And it was when I was doing this process, I decided to actually read the instructions, which always helps, doesn't it, if you read the instructions. And this is where I go wrong time and time again. I start reading them, I get a bit bored if I'm not actually sewing and following the instructions at the same time. And I get a bit bored and I think, yeah, I can do that. And then when it comes to it, yeah, why didn't you just read them properly? I do it all the time. And by this time, when I'd unpicked the pocket, I realised, no, that was right. That's what I had to do. But I had made such a mess of unpicking it that the pocket bag, I keep calling it, the pocket piece was so mangled at one end. It was just like a rat had gnawed on it. It was completely eaten away. So I got my 2 spare pieces anyway. So what you do is you put the pocket into the seam. When you sew the seam, you baste it where the pocket opening is, like I said. You stitch it top and bottom. Then you do the curved top stitching round the outside of the pocket. I'll just pull that there and show you. Then you do this curved bit of stitching. And then you fasten the pocket into the hem. And that's why you only need 1 pocket piece. You don't need 2. So if I'd read that in the instructions in the first place, would have saved all that. But, you know, I wouldn't be me if I didn't make an almighty cock-up in the middle of something. Next thing I want to tell you about is I'm going to actually do a sew along, which will be hilarious. I know I've still got to do my shearing video, and I'm trying to work out how I'm going to do that in my head. I cannot really get a good angle. Anybody that watched the overlocker serger video I did will see that. I can't get a good angle with my camera. It either falls forward because it pulls the stand forward. I don't know how other people manage to do it, but I probably need a bigger stand with a better base. So what I am going to do is this, it's a Tilly and the Buttons Tabitha t-shirt. Now everybody, I mean, unless you've lived under a rock for the last 3 years, everybody, or 4 years, everybody's made a Tilly and the Buttons Tabitha tee. I only made my first one at the end of the summer last year, and this is not one, by the way, this is a bought one. But I got some jersey fabric from, again from Andrea Beyond the Pink Door, and I think that there was the wrong picture on the website or something, and I thought I'd ordered 2 meters and I'd only ordered 1 meter because she only goes by ½ meter lengths. So clacking away and ordering, thinking, oh, I've got 2 meters of this jersey to come. I'm going to make a little jersey dress for the summer, or I was going to make something else, I don't know. But anyway, it came, and I had just over 1 meter of each of the thing. And she said, oh, I've given you a little bit extra because it must have been the end of roll. But one of the ones I ordered was like a leopard printy, animal-y printy thing. And when I opened this, and it was called Kitty something, when I opened it, this is what had come. And Andrea offered, I need to tighten my straps. Andrea had offered to change it and to send me the one that I had ordered if she could find it. She didn't understand what had gone wrong either, but the way I was at the time between ordering, like thinking I'd ordered 2 meters and I'd only ordered 1 meter and stuff like that, was probably entirely my fault. But anyway, because it was called Kitty and it was an animal print, I'm thinking big kitty peppered. Anyway, that's what came, and it's quite sweet. And I'm not a cat person, I am a dog person, as you know. I have my 2 pooches. Love cats as well, mind, but I would rather have a dog. So, but I do like this one. And so I've got it all cut out, ready to go for my sew along. And what I'll do is I think I'll do the sew along, but I'll cut it off. I'll show me sewing and then I'll cut it off and I'll sew that bit up. It's gonna be so boring for you too. This is why I'm doing an easy pattern, because I know this pattern and I've made it before and hopefully it won't go wrong. However, if it does, it does. I'll show that as well, but I'm happy to do that. I didn't want to start off with something that I hadn't made before that might be quite difficult, that might pose a bit of a problem. You don't want to sit and watch me scratch my head for 3 days, because that's how long it'll take. You just want to see sewing, you want to see the finished garment, etc. So anyway, that's in the pipeline, that's going to happen, and I'm still going to do my shearing video as well. The lovely white material that came from came in my last subscription box, which was this one. It's a double gauze, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. But for me, 2.5 meters is not enough to make a dress, because it would only come to my knees probably. I'm 5'7" and 3/4. Don't forget the 3/4. That allows for an extra half a stone in weight. But I need more than 2.5 meters of a material to make a dress, because I like a longer length dress. And then a lot of people had said with double gauze, if you make trousers or a skirt and you're sitting on it, it sort of flattens out the crinkles, and it doesn't look as good as if it's in a top. So I thought, right, I'm just going to make a top. And then my favourite lady who does sew-alongs, who I'm sort of taking, you know, copying as it were, doing my sew-along for my Tilly and the Buttons t-shirt. She made this blouse, the B6518 by Butterick. She made that in an absolutely gorgeous material, and I think she did this. It was either that version or that version, which is very similar. That one has lace inserts. She didn't put lace inserts. I think she might have done this version here, version B, which is the one I was going to do. But then I saw the ruffle on that version there, like round the, and I thought, oh, I like that, but look at those sleeves. Anybody who watched me do my green blouse with the sleeves very similar to that? No, definitely not those sleeves. So I did think I might just where the sleeve finishes, and you have the start of the big sort of bell bottom bit on the sleeve. I'm just going to do probably, hopefully, if I can do a little ruffle like that goes around the yoke. I thought I'd just do a little ruffle to match that on the end of the sleeve. So that's the plan, and that's what I was going to sew for my first sew along. Yeah. And I watched Marie from My Bucolic Life sew it up, and she is an experienced seamstress. She's sewn since she was about 6 years old. She has worked in sewing shops and owns her own business and renovates sewing machines, and you know, no, that's not going to happen. And she also has fabulous cameras, which she can film everything that she's doing. She'd speed it up and slow it down and edit it and everything. No, I can't do any of that. So that would be literally 3 days of watching me scratch my head. So I'll make that up and I'll show you it. If I get a bout of self-confidence from somewhere, then yeah, I might actually do that as a sew along, but it will be chopped completely. So that's that and that's that. Now, already managed, that was really good. Did you notice I just said ow? That's not what I normally say. I've already mentioned, I should have said, my Orono top, and you know I did my sparkly brass off top. They are both itch to stitch. Absolutely love itch to stitch patterns. And I was looking on the internet because aren't patterns expensive? I mean, I've recently bought 2 from the Fold line, which I'll share with you when I get them, but they're just so expensive. I wish somebody would make patterns cheaper. I wish somebody could find a way to do it and make them cheaper. It's bad enough spending a lot on fabric, but you get what you pay for with fabric. And at the end of the day, a pattern is a pattern. It's a bit of paper. Why are they so expensive? Why are they £20? Why are they £17? It's I just think it's scandalous. I really do. Having said that, I've just bought 2. Because you have to, don't you? If you want them, you've got to buy them. But it's just, yeah. So I've been looking into how do you do a block? How do you do your own thing? Now this is like an absolute pipe dream. There is no way this side of the next millennium I'll be able to do it. But I'm going to look into it. I'm going to look into making something for myself, even if it's just a t-shirt, a basic t-shirt pattern, or a basic like wrap skirt or something. I'm going to try and make something for myself that I have actually drafted the pattern, and just start slowly. And I've been watching various videos on YouTube, and I thought, right, I'm going to buy I was watching Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, who does the she started Friday Sews, as you all know. Now, she mentioned a book that she has had for years and years and years, and goes to it every time for changing patterns and looking at patterns and things. And she said, this is fantastic, it's my Bible, blah, 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 blah. So I went on Amazon to see if I could get a copy. Yeah, I could get a copy. It was something like £169. I thought I might as well buy the patterns. 169 would buy quite a few, would buy 8 patterns at least, wouldn't it? So yeah, I'm not going to get that. But while I was looking for books on sewing and pattern, things like that, of which I've got quite a few, because I'd already searched itch to stitch quite a few times, and I'd emailed Kenneth Swan, who is itch to stitch, I found this. And it's so beautiful, by Kenneth Swan, creator of Itch to Stitch, and makes stylish handmade clothing with simple stitch and wear patterns. And it's like all the books nowadays, there's like patterns in the back. And I did wonder, because it came from WOB, which is World of Books, I did wonder if the patterns would be in the back, or if they'd been altered or cut into or anything like that. It's down as dollars $24.99. I paid £8.50 for it. So I did think for $8.50, am I going to get the patterns in the back? And I have, they're there. And there's some lovely things in here. There is a lovely dress there. I'll show you the line drawing because the picture of it is a bit far away, so I'll show you the line drawing. So that's like quite a lot of the dresses that you see nowadays. It's a bit like the Mabel dress actually, that's just come out from Jelly in the Buttons. Yeah, I think so. Was it Fine? No, Jelly in the Buttons. And there's variations, so you can make the dress, you can make the top. There's variations on everything in here, so you get quite a list of things. There's jogging bottoms, there's a cold shoulder top, there's a lovely floaty cardigan. And that's a lovely, it shows you the dress on the front, that's a lovely dress or top with like a tie detail from the waist, so it just cinches your waist in. So I do fancy doing something like that for summer. The cool shoulder top can also be the cool shoulder dress. There we go. So I would definitely recommend World of Books, because that's where that came from, and I am so pleased. I think they only had one copy and I got it, sorry. I'm sure you could still get it brand new. I don't know when it was printed or anything, but wow, so chuffed with that. The other thing I wanted to show you was, oh yes, I've been going mad ordering buttons. When I put my buttons, I was looking for gold hook and eyes, I was looking for buttons for, it was buttons for that hideous pink blouse that I made, which was hideous because of the way I made it and the material I picked wasn't my thing. It's not because it's a hideous blouse, it's the NYX blouse by Blouse and Dress by Closet Core, and it's lovely, and I've seen beautiful versions of it and people look great in it and everything like that, but I don't know what I was thinking. I made one that was 20 sizes too big and it was like a tent, and yeah, and somebody suggested for the buttons on down the front of that, because I was going to put covered buttons on. I'd already done these fiddly button loops and I was going to put covered buttons on just to blend it all in, and somebody said, why don't you use clear buttons? Which it was like, whoa, yeah. So I thought, why don't I look for clear buttons? So I've been to Boys to look for clear buttons. They didn't really have any. They had a few which I bought, but they didn't have a vast array, and they've got a really good button selection. But I found these. Where's my other ones? Oh, they're behind the camera. I'll have to jump up and get them. I found these, and these are just gorgeous. I'll show you the coloured ones first, and I'll show you them against the lovely material from Beyond the Pink Door from my subscription box. Look at that. So that these are little sort of crystally flower. They have a little crystal in the middle where the sort of the middle of the flower is, but they're little flowers, and you can get them any of those colours. You can get sort of I think it's 10 in a packet, and they're only about £3.90 for the 10 in a packet like that. There is sort of a single shaft back, but I just thought they were so bonny, and I thought if they were on a plain material like a shirt in it, like white like this, they would just be the statement of the shirt, wouldn't they? They would just set against the white, they would just look so gorgeous. But I did get some blue ones, some pale blue ones, because I buy a lot of blue, so I thought they will come in handy at some point. And then I did get some clear ones as well. See if I can get these the right way around. Yeah. See if I take one out. Can I get them open? Oh, while I'm fiddling on with this. There we go. There we are. Ooh. Isn't that lovely? I also got some other buttons, and 2 packets came today, so I'll just reach over. I got some, these won't show up as well on here. These are clear with like a white flower sort of in the middle. They're a lot smaller than I thought they were. I've obviously ordered the wrong size, or maybe they just came in one size, I can't remember now. So they came today. Sorry, the plastic's not showing them up very well. Am I showing you the right side? Yeah. So they'd probably look better against that, you see. And I also got these ones, which will show up against the white. Come here. Right, proper sewists, don't watch. I'm cutting cellophane with new fabric scissors. Don't tell me off. I know I shouldn't use them. There. Can you make that out? Can you see that? So it's like a little black outline. There's a bit of gold in there as well, I think, of a flower on the clear button back. And they were just all from Etsy, all from the same site. And I think there's some more to come. But I just went mad and just bought loads of buttons. And I just love getting little parcels through the post. I don't know about anybody else, but I just, yeah. Oh, thought that was a spider. Yeah, I love getting little things through the post, just like you've got a birthday present or something. My husband goes mad. And yeah. Right, the other thing, what else was there? Oh yes. So when I ordered this kitty soft jersey, these were the other two jerseys I ordered. I'm a bit daft about butterflies, which you may or may not know. But that's one of them. And again, there's just over 1 metre of that material. It's just lovely. You can just feel the quality. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I definitely want to do something for that. The thing that I am thinking of doing with the Tabitha t-shirt for my next couple of t-shirts is doing one with more of a V than a crew neck. Not for the sew along, I'll stick with the crew neck for the sew along, but I want to try and sort of change the neckline for over the summer. And that was the other one. No butterflies on this one, but I just thought that was bonny colours. And I think that's the right direction. What does anybody think? I think that's the right direction. All the stems from the flowers seem to be going down, but no doubt one bit of my t-shirt will end the wrong way round. It's usually, I had to be very careful with the cats to make sure that they were all climbing out of the blinds the same way and climbing into the blinds the same way when I cut the pattern out. And I don't know if, oh no, the phone. The dogs are about to start howling. I don't know if anybody remembers me talking about a £30 bundle of 30 metres of a certain sort of fabric that I got from Pound a Metre or Pound Fabrics, one of the two. Well, that's one of the colourways in it, and I thought I might try and make, I've got 3 metres, mind. I could make something else, but I thought I would try and make another brass off top, like my sparkly wrap top that I had on in my last video, or one of my last videos. I love that colour, and I just thought that would make it's quite floaty. It's quite stretchy one way, but not stretchy at all the other way, and that would just be perfect as long as I get the stretch the right way around. But the itch to stitch patterns, if they're for jersey, they do have the wavy line on saying which way the stretch needs to go, which is really quite good. I think that's all for now. I'll leave it there because I've gone up to 20 minutes and I did say I was going to try and keep all of my vlogs short. So if you've got any comments, love to talk to you through the comments page. I do try and answer everybody, even if I just acknowledge that you've said something. I do try and answer everybody. And I love getting comments. I love going out in the morning after I've done a vlog, coming back after I've walked the dogs, coming back, sitting down with my coffee and just replying to all my fan mail. I really enjoy talking to everybody, and yeah, I'm gobby, what can I say? I love to chat. So please leave a comment if you've got any comments at all, anything you want to ask me. Oh, and the other thing was, I did want to apologise for the lack of makeup. All I've got on is a bit of blusher because I'm a bit pale at the minute, mascara and my lipstick. Basically because since I've had my hair dyed this colour, if I don't wear any makeup, I do look like an egg. I lose all my facial features, and yeah, it looks a bit silly. So I've put minimum makeup on, but I just thought I'd splodge a bit of colour here, there and everywhere, just so you could actually get my face, you know, see my face and see which bit was which bit was where. So I do apologise for that. But I'll hopefully catch up with you all again. I'm expecting the subscription box coming shortly, so I'll be doing an unboxing, I'll be doing an unwrapping of my magazine because that's due as well, and I've got a couple of patterns and some fabric coming as well, so I'll be doing a big haul video, to use the American term. So take care everybody, have a lovely coronation weekend. If you're doing anything special, I hope it goes really well, and I will see you all next time. Take care.